Hello and welcome to another video brought to you by Economics Made Easy. And today I'd like to introduce the creation of my website, which is also called Economics Made Easy, so it's easier to find. And I'll be attaching the link to this website below in the description as well as comments. So why did I make this website? To be honest, I want to share my learnings throughout the years, and I just explained this in the About Me section. And as you know, most likely already, I'm an IB diploma student, and I've created this economics-based website entirely by myself. And it's just to help students like myself understand this field of economics better, or just for anyone, in fact, who is interested. And it's my ambition and dream to actually work in this branch, which is why I took so much effort to create all the content that is here in this website. But as long as it does help the audience that is looking at it, I have absolutely no regrets. So yes, embark on this journey, and in this video I'll just be highlighting some of those sections, which include the presentations, quizzes, IB, IAN exam tips, as well as some guided answers on past IB questions that have appeared in the recent years. So let's start with the presentations. So the presentations, you guys might recognize this from some of my previous videos, and there are some that are already on the way that have been scheduled. So on your left side, you obviously see all of the titles: presentation on scarcity, presentation on supply and demand, presentation on the concepts of market equilibrium. So here you can see all the titles, and of course on the side, you're actually accompanied by the respective slides here as well. And if it's too small, I completely understand. It's definitely too small for me as well. All you can do is just click on the Google Slides, and then it's public for everyone, so you can open the slide at will as well. So yeah, anyways, let's continue to the next part. This is the part that probably took me the most amount of time, but I do think it'll be extremely vital when you're actually revising for your exams. And I'm also going to put quizzes on macroeconomics and global trade as well. So first of all, here we have the supply and demand quiz, shifts in supply and demand curves, price elasticity of demand, income elasticity of demand, price elasticity of supply. Almost all the main topics you will find yourself studying in microeconomics. So if we go to any of these quizzes, let's say price ceiling and price floor, you can see that there's a lot of questions about the definitions of these different aspects, but also diagram identification. For example, here, what diagram would this be? So I'm not going to spoil it, so you can take the quiz and you can definitely find out. And there's points as well, so you can see how you're doing. And I've also included some real world examples, and if they actually do make sense or if they don't. So please make sure to check these out. These are really good, especially when you're revising and starting to make sure you have all of your content down. And yeah, that's the quizzes. Now this is the place where I felt a lot of sadness and happiness at the same time, as I've made a lot of the mistakes here that have cost me that upper grade boundary, and has led to me receiving the lower one. But these are all mistakes which we should learn from. So these are just some advice for the different papers. So I already have advice on paper 1, IA advice. I definitely recommend you guys do your very best in that, because I'm pretty sure I didn't do very good on my first one, but it's a learning experience, and it's just important we learn from them and do better the next one. And I also have some paper 3 advice. The other paper, which you have noticed, which I haven't put advice on, we haven't covered yet. So once we have actually learned how to work with such papers, I'll definitely add those to this website as well. So it's definitely up and coming, and there's a lot more to add. Now, this is also another section which definitely took a lot of time along with the quizzes, and that's the IB Economics guided answers. So you have 10 mark questions and 15 mark questions in paper 1. So the 10 mark question usually takes about 20 to 30 minutes, and then the 15 mark question is the one that takes a bit longer. It will take probably at least 50 minutes to give a good response, 45 to 50 minutes. So I've answered 3 questions here already, and there's a lot more to come. So here, explain the concept consumer and producer surplus. I have the diagram here, the diagram analysis. This is almost a straightforward blueprint of what you'd want to say, how you can conclude. And then also explain 2 determinants of price elasticity or demand. I include all of them. I go into detail on 2. I even give various examples here. For here, I said market of cars. You could use any example. Here's the market of food. And I have my conclusion, discussion about necessities. So these are the two determinants I chose. And then this is the one question which definitely stumped a lot of students when it came up in the paper. Evaluate the effectiveness of government regulations in achieving a reduction in the consumption of demerit goods. So it's definitely a difficult question when you first read it, but if you understand the concept, it's not very difficult. So I have how you would write a nice introduction and then the analysis and discussion. Of course, the key terms when elaborating the diagram, which I definitely emphasize that you guys focus on, as a lot of students tend to mix these parts off, which can be quite costly. Then here there's an analysis of the diagram above. I talk about the welfare loss. There's just an example of junk food specifically, which I chosen as an example, but you could choose anything. It's honestly the same logic. Then of course here are the advantages and disadvantages, and also the real world example. So I chose the Ireland nationwide ban on smoking. There's several other real world examples, but to me this was very simple and easy to remember. Now of course here's my conclusion. This is a bit more of a longer one, as of course with these 15 mark questions you do want to compare with other policies, so I definitely do that here. So I really hope that you guys do make the most of this website, and I definitely think that it will help you guys out. But otherwise, thank you so much for watching, and let me know, because in the future what I think I'm going to be doing, in fact I might even start making some now, is that I can actually do some quiz answer videos on these quizzes, where I just walk you through how you would answer each of the questions, why, and maybe a bit more of a deeper understanding. So let me know if you're interested in that. But otherwise, it would mean the absolute world to me if you could share this with everyone. As I mentioned before, it took a lot of time to create, so yeah, it would mean the world to me. But otherwise, thank you so much, and I'll see you guys next time.